Hello everyone, Cassandra Good reporting to you live from my home office here in Albany, Georgia. And today this video is all about poor mouthing. Now, I know you might not have heard of the terminology, but I'm going to give you my version of the terminology coming up, and even today, how we still use it fluently, I might add. I hear a lot of it going around nowadays, but even Google has a definition of it. So I'm going to say mine first, and mine coming up was when someone always, I mean always, no matter what you included them in, invited them in, or had to share with them. I've even had family members or whatever, and they say, yeah, we're going to all have a community dinner. We're going to have a fish fry. We're going to have a barbecue. Oh, I don't have no money. I went to pay for so and so and so. Like, I mean, all of us have utility bills, all of us have car notes, or some of us, or whatever the case may be, mortgages, rent. We all have some sense of monthly expenses, but there was always somebody in the family, or there was always someone out there, associate, a friend, you know who I'm talking about, that was poor mouthing any situation that you involved them in or invited them in or was going to share with them that involved some kind of outlay in a monetary form. Okay, so that and I'm putting it in a good way, but here in the South it's a little bit different. It look bad when you pour mouth in the South. It really does, because it really does. But here is the definition Google's way. Claim to be poor. Claim to be poor. The Poor Mouth and Museum is not exactly eager to publicize this good fortune. Claim to be poor. I want to focus on that just a little bit, because a lot of times people don't really realize what they're saying or what they're doing in the moment that they're doing it. Now, I'm a Christian woman, and I'm also a woman that believes that whatever you speak out there into the universe, then that's what you'll receive. That's what you rightfully will receive. So if you're poor mouthing all the time, how do you expect to be richly rewarded? Now we all had that free will and that ability to be able to step up, rise above, improve our skill sets, do what we need to do in order to earn more, to become abundant, to make sure that we can eat the proper foods and nutrients and vitamins and things like that. It is not anyone's fault but your own when you're doing that self-sabotaging. That's exactly what that is. Poor mouthing is self-sabotage. It really is. I've known people that have not had a lot, and I mean literally. They have not had a lot, but you would not know it. They get up, they put the suit and tie on, they're clean, they go to places, restaurant, sometimes we go to a restaurant, they'll find something adequate on the menu that would fit their budget, but not one time have you heard them pour mouth. And what you'll see is what they believe and what they work towards. You'll see abundance comes and comes and comes. And before you know it, what they kept believing in, even though their current situation was different, they manifested it. They manifested it by living through it, by walking the walk, by believing in it. So when you're claiming to be poor, you're staking claim on that. You're saying, I'm poor, this is where I am, I'm complacent in this space and time. That's what you're doing. You're self-sabotaging yourself. Anybody who knows me, I'm in the network marketing industry. I've been in the industry a little over 30 years, offline since 86, online since like 2000, 2001. But I didn't realize I was doing some of the self-sabotaging myself. When I first started, it was like, oh, I can't afford to get that many stamps. I can't afford. As long as I kept saying that, As long as I was saying that consciously, I was setting my subconscious up for failure. Because whatever I'm believing on the surface, I was rooting it down under the surface. I was putting roots down that weren't healthy, that wasn't going to be productive for me. And so finally, time went on, it progressed. I learned, I listened, I improved on my skill sets, and I'm going to continue to improve on our skill sets because we're in the internet age. We're in the age of technology. We're in the age of entrepreneurship. So poor mouthing should never be a part of your daily regimen or any regimen you have when you're setting out to be an independent owner of any business model that you're looking at. It should never be in there at all. Not with a conversation with someone. Matter of fact, if you hear people pour mouth, go the other way. Go the other way. Negativity should not be anywhere near you. I get it. I hear people. I think the thing that's funny for me, and it's just letting you know before I get into why people self-sabotage themselves, and they self-sabotage themselves so blindly that they can't see some of the things that's in front of them. And so hence they won't make an effort to do anything about it. But what really tickles me a little bit is when they pour mouth. They'll pull mouth to you. I can't, I can't. Those words I don't use. And I'm big on, let me see what I can do. I like that phrase. Let me see what I can do. Let me work on that. But that I can't, when it comes to productivity, let me see what I can do. Let me work on that. Those are my words I like because I'm moving. It's the action. It's that I'm going to be moving forward towards it. I'm going to be working on it actively. I'm taking active engagement towards it. But like I said, the thing that tickles me is when people tell me that, and then they'll go out and try this, and they'll try that, and they'll try that. All of that took money, but they'll pour mouth you and say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. The problem is that you can't, it's not that you can't do it. It's just that you don't want to take out the time to do it. If all of this was easy, easy peasy, like some of these hype up phrases put it out or make it out to be, everybody would be doing it. It's just common sense. Everybody be doing it. It's kind of like a scenario between workers and supervisors. Some people will stay a worker their whole life. You have some people that'll start as a worker, become a team leader, then become a supervisor. Why? Because they have the skill set. You'll see that they have what it takes to transition. Some people do not have the skill set to discipline themselves so that they can do what they need to do, daily tasks, in order to grow their business. Some people don't want to do that. Some people like, let me go. If I go to work and I put this time card in there, they're going to pay me for my time. I'm going to get that. Because I go in, I do that. I know how to, in my mind, nowadays, in my mind, I know how to make somebody else rich. I'm not finna do that anymore. It's not going to happen. I'm going to make me rich, but I'm not going to make somebody else rich. Okay, so that I just wanted to get that poor mouthing part out of the way. And then I have people say, I don't have a debit card, I don't have a credit card. I understand. I understand because when your credit is crappy and some things banks have done so much. I have some friends that are in the banking industry. They used to do extensions for people. They used to give people opportunities if they went over their bank account amount or whatever opportunity to pay them back. People would just close out the account. So I understand their hands are tied. They can't just give out stuff anymore. It's a trust that you have to build up. You can't just go out here and start doing stuff and creating debt and don't want to take ownership for that debt and pay it back. So I understand that. So this is for all of you all who find yourself poor mouthing. Try to work on that. Because honestly, you're getting in the way of your success, your potential success. When you're poor mouthing, you're putting up a roadblock for what's to come or what can come for your potential success. So, I have opportunities that I share with people all the time. They're proven, they're secure, and with debt-free companies. I always do my due diligence. I'm able to speak to the CEOs. I'm very comfortable with things like that. So that is very important to me. So, but I realize many of you all might have difficult time being able to secure a few dollars to join me or join others or join other people out here that are sharing different business opportunities. And you might have more time than money. And if that's the case, without having to worry about a credit card, without having to worry about a debit card, there are several things that you can actually do to earn some money. Will they take time? Yes, they will. They will take time. Okay? Now I'm going to show you two of them. I revisited one of them. Matter of fact, I was in one of them back in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Played around with it a little bit, but to be honest with you, wasn't making money fast like I was getting accustomed to, and I wanted extra flow of income. And I honestly, from a nice Indian young lady, taught me kind of like she sent me a report of how I can do it successfully. She's actually one of the top earners in this system, in this company, for what she does, and I commend her for it. I commend her for it, but I realized it was just not the thing that I was into, to try to take it full time, full scale. But I'm going to share it with you today because I know there are some people out there that said, look, really, I'm on a fixed income. My budget is so tight, I can't squeeze out, you know, a foul smell. I mean, just putting it out there. But here is something that you can use, take your time with, learn a little bit of it, find out what times of the day you can maximize the potential out of it, and I assure you, you can make a few dollars. I'm going to take you in here, and I'm going to show you one that I just opened back up, okay? Guys, I just opened it back up in October. I just started in October. I did not do anything with it at all. October, November, nothing. What I did was I started in December, and I made a bet with someone to see whether I bet you can't get $5 out that thing by Christmas. I won the bet. It was $50 that I had won. But every so often, I would go in when there was a lot that I could do, and I would be able to earn a few dollars. Okay, so I'm getting ready to take you over to that now. Now, I know you've already seen this spot, but this is because you say and you poor mouthing that you have no money, no credit cards, no debit cards in order to start a business. Well, what I'm saying to you is if I can show you a way to be able to take your time, because you right now you have more time than money, then if I can take the time to show you how to accumulate a few dollars to join maybe me in one of my lower priced businesses, and me give you a good way to start building a true award-winning business for yourself inside a company that stood the test of time for 18 years, has a loving CEO, is debt free, and has paid out over millions of dollars in commissions to its members. Would you be interested? Well, I hope you would. So I'm getting ready to show you something. Now, again, I'm going to say this is a slow process, but it is a process. and it will beat any being on a job 30 or 40 years. Once you can set something up, give yourself a year or two and live independently off of the residual incomes that many of us six-figure earners have become accustomed to. So we're going to go right on in here. Like I said, you might have seen it before, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Move me over here. And it might have phased out on me a little bit, guys, but I want to make sure. Here we go, guys. I had a few technical issues here, but like I said, this is called Neobucks. Now, Neobucks has stood the test of time, but this is what I want you to see right here. I'll take you here and let you know when I actually started. Now, this is $13.07. Now, honestly, we're like $5 away from a goal that I actually have set so that you could actually join one of my businesses that I could teach you on. I want you to see this. You see this? Membership standard. I have not paid one dime, one thin dime. I have not done it every day, as you can see. Look at this. But I didn't do anything. I joined this in October, didn't do anything in November. I started tinkling around with this thing in December. Did I do it every day? No, I did not do it every day. I did it a few times here and there, few times there and there. But I will tell you this, I do it when I'm watching a movie, if that helps at all. When I'm watching a movie, 2 hours, I think I did World War Z. I can't remember the other. I loved the little bear, Pendleton or something. So when I watch a movie that's 2 hours or maybe 3 hours long, like I did The Color Purple too, I love The Color Purple, one of my all-time favorites. I come in here and I click. When it's a whole, I did, because sometimes this thing will get up to 200. Okay, and these are different ads. Okay, that you click on. When you click on, it'll populate for you, and you'll see the different ads. All you're doing is following and clicking the red dot. Watch the advertisement when after it loads, let it filter through, and let it apply the credit to your balance. Is it a lot of money, guys? No, it's not a lot of money. But these are, again, it's for the poor mouthing people that say they have no debit card, no credit card. Because if you had a debit card or a credit card, I could show you something else that you can get into. If you do have that, connect with me. I can share something else with you where I can also show you a report that I share so that people actually start earning some money. Okay, 20, 30, 40, $50 a day. At least get started so that you'll feel comfortable and you feel like that you're actually doing something monumental in a form of I am actually having a business. I have so many people that come to me, they're doing websites, they're doing this, but they're not making any money. That doesn't make sense. Okay? Now I'm going to get off of here because I know many of you all know about Neobucks. My other one, I have been with this one for a while, but I kid you not, for several months, every now and then I'll come in here and the only thing that I'll do is maybe do some advertising depending. I want to try something. Let me log back in here, guys. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I'll come in here and I'll do some advertising. If anybody wants to know how I advertise on here, I do a little bit different than some other people. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll get a movie and I'll start doing this. But I have to tell you, I have a little system with this. Because when you're placing, not placing, excuse me, I'm saying that wrong. When you're actually surfing, I'm surfing, but I'm on 2 or 3 different devices. So everything's done at one time. So I wanted to let you know that. I've been, if you can notice here, I've been a member since 2012. Okay, I have, see, I don't do a lot of clicks. This is one of my forms of advertising that I do. I've very minimum on offers. I've done 2 tasks. Okay, but that's not needed to earn. I earned $8.63 only because I really was doing the ads. Okay, overall, this is all I've earned, because if I put more time in it, now this is just from December. I can imagine if I had really stuck in there and said I'm going to do this, but honestly, I do other things because I make more money, of course. But this is for those, again, that's poor mouth and claiming they have no money, no credit cards, no debit cards to be able to get into anything. You can actually sign up for free and do these things. Okay, my links will be in the description below. And I want you to understand, stop claiming poverty. Stop claiming poverty. Please, guys. It does not make sense to claim poverty. You want abundance. You want good things in your life. Do not claim poverty. If that's what you're doing. And always remember, if you don't ask, you won't receive. Okay, I answer questions all the time from people all over the globe. I kid you not. They're not necessarily attached to me. Most of them do become attached to me in some way, shape, or form because they say I help them. And I don't mind helping because I do believe that God blesses me to bless others. I don't believe He blesses us to be self serving. I really don't. So if this can help you in any way, I hope you take the time out, review it, look at it, and actually start. Just start. Doesn't have to be a whole lot, but I assure you, once you start moving forward and taking action, the next steps are gravy. Well, this is Cassandra Good. I just wanted to tell you that, and stop poor mouth, and always remember, this is a journey worth living, and it's a journey worth waiting for, because at the end, the harvest will be there. I'll speak to you later, and bye for now.